Have you ever wondered why some people just can't seem to get ahead, no matter how hard they try? The secret lies in their bad habits. And when it comes to bad habits, there is no greater sage than Charlie Munger, the legendary investor and business partner of billionaire Warren Buffett. In this video, we'll dive into the 7 bad habits that Charlie says keep people poor and provide insights from his remarkable life and career on how you can go from rags to riches. So if you really want to make the most of your money and make your financial dreams come true, make sure you avoid these 7 bad habits at all cost. Like the video and subscribe to Financial Freedom for financial videos. Let's start the video. Number 1. Neglecting to budget and track spending. If you want to grow your wealth and keep your pocketbook happy, it's essential to establish a budget and track your spending. Leaving yourself vulnerable to impulse purchases or large bills will put you on the fast track to poverty. One of the easiest ways to keep tabs of your finances to go through each of your bank and credit card statements each month. This way you can see not only where your money is going, but if there are any suspicious charges that have been made on any of your accounts. By proactively tracking your finances, you can set a budget for a month and stick to it. When putting together your budget, remember to focus on both the needs, rent and bills, as well as the wants, new shoes. Make sure to leave room in the budget for an emergency fund as well as savings, so that if anything unexpected comes up, it won't completely disrupt your financial standing. Number 2. Making impulsive purchases. When an item catches your eye, it can be hard to walk away empty-handed. But if you're not careful, that impulse purchase can do more harm than good to your wallet. Sure, buying a new pair of shoes every once in a while might not seem like a serious problem, but those impulse purchases add up over time and can have a significant impact on your bank account. To avoid this pitfall, make it a habit to always think through a purchase before you make it. Ask yourself questions like, is this something I truly need? How could I use the money towards something else? Do I already have something similar? Taking the time to answer these questions can help you avoid making an impulse purchase that you'll regret later. Number 3. Failing to invest for the future. If you're serious about staying out of poverty, then you must invest, period. It doesn't matter if you start with a small amount. The point is to have something in the bank other than what you may have in your current account. Given inflation, if you're not investing, then you're essentially saying to yourself that your money will not be worth as much in the future. Investing provides a form of protection against this, and all without lifting a finger. Get started and stay ahead. The key is to get into the habit of making regular investments, whether that's in stocks, bonds, or a combination of the two, and ideally doing so on the monthly basis. When you start investing early and regularly, you'll create compound returns on your investments that can help give your wealth extra protection over time. Avoid stagnation. When it comes to investing for the future, one of the worst habits is getting stuck in a rut. Don't just leave things as they are. Conduct regular reviews to your portfolio to ensure that it's still aligned with your goals and risk profile. Otherwise, it could end up costing you more than necessary in fees and taxes down the line. Number 4. Not taking advantage of opportunities. Are you letting opportunities slip through your fingers? We all know that any successful business person or investor has taken advantage of opportunities they encountered, even if they were small, whether it's signing up for an online course, or taking advantage of a discounted offer, or learning something new. Taking advantage of any and all opportunities is crucial to increase your wealth. As Charlie Munger said, opportunities come infrequently. When it rains gold, put out the bucket, not the thimble. Don't be too rigid in your process. Don't be so rigid in the way you do things that you miss out on potential opportunities. If a chance is presented to you to make more money, take it. If something sounds interesting and beneficial to your career and financial growth, investigate it further. Don't brush it off without looking into it further. Don't fall back on excuses. If there are things that could potentially help you make more money or build more stability in your financial life, don't fall back on excuses like there's no time or I'm not sure this is what I need. Take a leap and explore those options. Even if they don't reap rewards right away, they might give you an edge over the people in the long run. Number 5. Paying unnecessary fees and taxes. Bad habit number 5 is paying unnecessary fees and taxes. Though it seems simple enough to avoid, Not factoring in all the different types of fees and taxes that you can incur can quickly deplete your wallet. Paying for convenience often comes with its own costs, so here's what you should look out for. Bank overdrafts. Getting an overdraft from a bank is fairly easy, but when you're paying multiple times to cover the same funds borrowed, you're essentially taking out a loan without rates on the regular payment schedule. ATM fees. While it may be convenient to just whip out the debit card and get cash from any ATM, those pesky fees can add up. It's best to stick to your bank's ATMs for free transactions. Insurance deductibles. If you have insurance policies like health insurance or car insurance, make sure that you know exactly how much your deductible is so that you don't end up with any unexpected expenses. Sales tax. Although sales tax may be small enough that it feels like a negligible fee, when added up over time, it can take a big chunk of your money away from expenses such as buying clothes or furniture. Number 6. Ignoring your credit score. If your credit score isn't in shape, it's going to be hard for you to establish any sort of financial stability. It's also going to be difficult for you to get approved for anything like a mortgage or car loan, as well as any other types of financing you may need to make sure your credit score is up to par. Here are 3 things you need to do. Number 1. Check your credit report regularly. Number 2. Pay all bills on time. Number 3. Dispute any errors you find on the report. Following these 3 steps will ensure that your credit score is in top condition and help you keep from accruing more debt than necessary. The bottom line is that if you want to avoid the bad habit of having poor finances, then taking ownership of your credit score is essential. Number 7. Not building an emergency fund. The last of the bad habits that you must avoid at all costs if you want to stay financially secure is not building an emergency fund. But having an emergency fund can leave you in a financial bind. If something unexpected happens in your life, such as unexpected medical bills or a job loss, it's essential to have money set aside for those rainy days when life throws you a curveball. Here are some steps you can take to build your emergency funds. Determine your emergency fund goal. Your emergency fund should be 3 months of living expenses and up to 6 months worth of living expenses if possible. Make sure that your goal is realistic and achievable for your circumstances. Set up automated savings. Set your automated transfer from your paycheck or bank account into separate savings account for your emergency fund. This way the money is on hand when you need it, and it's easy to keep track of how much you're saving. Budget wisely. Be mindful of how much money you're spending and make sure that's enough left over each month to put into savings. Balancing your budget will help greatly with this step, as it will show where most of your money goes each month and where cuts can be made. Building an emergency fund is the best way to make sure that financial emergencies won't knock you off track when they happen. Start saving today. Conclusion. We've looked at the 7 habits that are most likely to keep you poor. From the old school way of keeping up with the Jones to the modern day trap of keeping up with the Kardashians. The 7 habits are insidious and can prevent you from achieving the financial success you desire. The time to start breaking these bad habits is now. If you enjoyed the video or learned something new, then please like the video and share it with your friends. And don't forget to subscribe my YouTube channel, Financial Freedom.